Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a mod called the DH Super Gnat. Now, there are 5 versions available. We're going to be starting off with the easy version because I want to make sure my first flight actually goes well. So to get this thing into the air, it's pretty simple. First, you're going to hit Q to go into realistic gearbox, then you hit X to go into drive, and then you're going to hold down H for a while. And what H does is it increases the throttle, and you want to increase it all the way up to 4,000 RPM before you attempt to fly this thing. And when you attempt to fly this thing, you're not going to want to use a keyboard because it's not even set up to use a keyboard when you download it. I'm sure with some maniac out there could try to bind it to the keyboard, but what you want to do is just use the control setup for the Xbox 360 style controller that comes with the mod, or if you have a joystick, you can try to set it up for that. Anyways, I'll be using the regular Xbox 360 style controls. So get into the air. Once it's at 4,000 RPM, you're going to hit the right trigger to increase the collective, which will get it into the air. And this you can hit gradually, so I'm slowly hitting it until we actually get up into the air. And I'm going to actually go ahead and increase it a lot till we get way up in the air a little bit. And then once you're in the air, you could use the left joystick to do the cyclic pitch and roll. We could do a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, up, down. That's basically which direction the helicopter is angled. And then you also have the right joystick, which can be used to control the tail rotor, so you could actually rotate it around like that if you want to. Anyways, now that that's all covered up, let's go ahead and try to do some aggressive maneuvers. That means dive into the mountains and try not to crash into them like a maniac. Oh goodness, we're getting close. This is a good height. If I make a mistake, I won't crash still. I was getting too low though. Like that, that's too low, probably too low. And also we are gaining speed fast and I can't slow down too well with this thing. We gotta do like a long swooping maneuver now. So I'm gonna just let it scrub off some speed right here before we can get back to the mountain. There we go. Alright, see, it's a momentum vehicle. If you start flying along at 100 miles per hour, it's gonna take you a second to spin around. And then we could try to go back up the mountain if you wanted to, or we could do something dumb. Like what if we just said, alright, full throttle, and then spin mode activate! I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's kind of fun to watch it spin. That was weird. It kind of stopped for a second. Then it's really spinning now. I didn't think it would spin this hard. All right. Hey, what if we counter the... Oh, yeah. Because I went to the same direction with the roll, so it would make it spin even harder. This is great. Although I have no control over the thing, like, at all. I'm going to try to see if I can get it back under control right here. And then let's go ahead and try to kiss the ground where we just touch it and hopefully don't damage it too much because I don't think I have enough speed to do anything else. Boop, that's okay. I mean, we lost the pilot, sure. But look at this. We're back in the air. We're still flying and I have some control. It's not flying right, that's for sure, but I can influence the direction still. That's pretty impressive considering the shape it's in. Now let's go ahead and just try to make it dive. And we're trying to make it go completely upside down, but it doesn't seem like it wants to do that, so we're going to dive like this. And straight into the ground. Got just mangled pieces now. No idea where the dummy even went. He's just long gone at this point. So we'll go ahead and reset it. Which means another startup procedure, which takes a while. So I'll be right back once it's started up. 4,000 RPM. We're ready for takeoff and go in the most chaotic way possible. I went full everything to the right. And it actually worked out. I was expecting this to like flip over and crash or something. But no, we're good. We're just spiraling out of control like normal. And that really is pretty much like normal. Is this spiraling faster than last time, or am I just imagining this? Nah, it's not faster, is it? We're gonna let it just crash. It's gonna crash eventually because it's losing height. I want to see where it crashes into it, though. Like, I'm not controlling this at all. I am just along for the ride as we slap it into the ground. And the guy's still on the chair this time. I mean, not for long. He's gonna be popping off right there. And now I'm going to need to reset this and get it up to RPM again, so I'll be back once it's ready to go. Ready for takeoff. Commencing takeoff in 3, 2, 1, go! And this time we're going to do something different. We're going to try to break it in the air by over-revving it. So to over-rev it, we're going to just drop it kind of to the ground, basically, so we can get up to real high speed. We're just going to continue along right through the mountain as close as I can. Oh, that was too close. And then we pull up violently and hope that'll actually over-rev the engine. Nope, there we go, yes! Haha! And now we're just falling like a rock. But it's kind of cool that you can over-rev it and it just explodes like that. In fact, I wish you would have got to see that in slow motion, so we're gonna do it one more time. And again, I won't make you watch this part. Up to RPM, and we are ready for takeoff again, so here we go. Same strategy though, where you're gonna dive and then pull up, and hopefully I'll be able to estimate when it's about to explode. As you saw last time, I thought it wasn't gonna explode, and then it did anyways. So we dive and then pull up. And oh my goodness, are we gonna hit that rock? No. I will dodge it. And I feel like the explosion has to be coming any second now. There we go. You got to see just how fast they shot off too. That was at 8 times slow-mo and they took off like a rocket. I wish I could somehow try to aim that and spear a car, but I just don't see how unless it's super cheaty where I catch it in midair and just teleport the car into that position. We'll worry about that later on. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and swap over to a different map, though. We're going to go to somewhere where we have a little bit more room to drive. So let's go to Hirochi Raceway. And yes, I did mean to say drive. And now we're going to do something inspired by the thumbnail. Well, it's not even inspired by. We're just going to basically be copying what you see on the thumbnail, which is a super gnat trying to pick up a pigeon with a tow rope attached to it. So we're going to spawn up the super gnat, and then we're going to spawn up a pigeon as well. And I think for the pigeon, we're going to go with the high-powered one just because I can. And then I'm going to have to add a tow hitch to it so I have a nice, good point to grab it by. I mean, I could attach it directly to the frame, but I like the idea of it being perfectly centered on the vehicle, which is not always possible with the way the nodes attach to the frame. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and just grab the rope and bring it on over and attach it right there, right to the tip of the tow hitch. And then I'm going to get this thing up to RPM, and I'll be back once it's ready to go. Up to RPM and ready to go. Takeoff commencing now. Yes, it actually has just enough power to actually lift that up. I wasn't sure about that because that's still a vehicle being carried by a super lightweight helicopter thing. And well, we can't really get much higher than this, it seems like. Like, I am trying to go up more right now. I promise you, but we're barely getting up there. All right, let's try to go and fly forward with it. Oh, goodness. Oh my goodness, this is out of control. This is out of control. Oh, the stupid pigeon. I gotta try that again. I'm gonna be setting this up and I'll be right back. We are ready for takeoff and we even have a dramatic camera angle. So 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my goodness. You see it just get pulled towards the pigeon as we try to take off right there. All right, so we gotta get some height and I am just getting swung about. Like, I can't control the way the pigeon swings, and when it starts swinging, I am at its mercy. Here in the air, we're going to try doing very, very small movement forward. Nope, nope, that was violent recovery. Oh, we're out of control again. You know, if this gets too out of control, you can release the rope, but I'm not giving up yet. Not yet. Not yet. I am actually making this thing go up as hard as possible. It's barely maintaining height because of the pigeon swinging around so hard. I can't control it, man. All right, you know what? It's time to drop the pigeon because I'm not getting anywhere. So bye-bye. I'm out of here. See, that'd be great to try to drop onto something if I was accurate with it at all. I'd be the luckiest man in the world if I hit my target and just swinging all over the place like that. So let's try to wreck this thing by flipping it over and going down like that. Oh, it corrected itself. Pull up then and flip again. There we go. Straight to the ground, upside down. That was beautiful. Another setup and I'll be right back. Everything is set up just like before, but there is one small difference. I reduced gravity to only Mars gravity, so we should be able to really pick this thing up and whip it around. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, take off! Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Now we can get into the air, and I'm going to zoom out a bunch so you can actually see what's going on here as we are whipping this thing around. Oh, goodness, I got to level out. Whoa, the pigeon can fly now. The pigeon can fly. And I'm still getting taken for a ride, though. I don't have much control over this thing. I mean, I'm happy that I haven't crashed yet, but I don't have control. Like, what if we try to go forward? Just go forward, and then, nope, that's not working. That's going down. This is complete chaos still. This is chaos. I have no idea. I haven't crashed yet. Like, I would have assumed I would have crashed 18 times by now the way this thing is flying, all flapping all over the place. I'm going upside down. No, I'm not. Oh, it just... It just shot out the dude. He got shot out of it, man. What? Oh, that's crazy. Okay. We'll reset everything again. At this point, I feel like I've proved it can lift a pigeon and it can lift it really well in low gravity. But what if it's a regular gravity and we attach it to a really heavy vehicle that's just going to yank it around? Like a T-65 cargo box version of the T-Series. That thing is super heavy and it should have no problem doing that. So we'll spawn that up and then we're going to go ahead and just place this actually on top of it because I think it'll be fun if we do it like this. So we'll put it right about here and then hit F7. That looks pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and put it into gear and then start accelerating. Well, increasing the throttle, I should say. And then while the throttle is increasing, we're going to grab the rope and we're going to attach it to the T-Series. We'll put it like right there on the cab because that seems like a good spot. And then we're going to go to the menu over here, AI, and we're going to tell them to just go wherever they want. And now we're going to try to fly like this. I'll let them kind of figure out which way they're going. And takeoff is in 3, 2, 1. Up we go! Oh, nope. I'm just getting yanked along. I got nothing I can do to this thing. It is so heavy. I'm pulling as hard as I can. I'm actually only attached to the exhaust. I missed the cab itself, but I can't even pull that thing off. It's so well attached. I can't believe I didn't just crash right there. I can barely see what's going on. My goal is to attach. Nope. My goal was to detach it, and I did detach it, but a little bit too late. It turns out it was more likely to detach it dragging along on the ground. Okay. We'll reset this and then reset it back on top, and let's try to do a detachment thing again. This time it's going to be a little bit more effective. So here's a question. Which will win? This attached to the wheel or the T-Series pulling on me? Let's find out. Wait for it to be attached fully. Probably going to get stuck in the wheels, but this thing has so many wheels it'll probably be okay. Alright, let's go ahead and actually get this thing up to RPM. I haven't done that yet. Whoops. So up we go, up to RPMs. And for some reason, it was not in the right gearbox. I don't know how that happened. That's strange. Come on, it's funny. It says it's going 40 miles per hour, even though it's not moving. Because it's on top of the T-Series. All right, anyways, let's try this thing out. Here we go. Huh. I'm trying to pull on the wheel. It's doing nothing. The suspension is too strong. My engine's over-revving. We're over-revving. Oh, my engine just died. Oh, we're just getting yanked along now. Okay, that didn't work. I love how I'm just kind of flying still, though. And it was like quite a gentle landing. Super gentle. Like, I would bet the crash test dummy would just have some scrapes. That's it. We gotta reset the T-Series first and then reset this fast afterwards. And this time we're gonna make sure we get up to speed. See, it's in arcade gearbox again. That is so weird. Okay, it's getting up to speed. And this time, how about we try detaching a door? So I'm gonna put the slow-mo real quickly while I attach this. Just gonna do it on the door, because the doors can't be that strong of a hinge, right? The WhyBeAre before realizing it is a strong hinge. Alright, wait for the RPMs to get up. And we're gonna pull back hard to just get as much force as possible right here. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and pull! Pull! Oh, I pulled the dude out, and I can't even comprehend what just happened. So the dude fell out, and then the helicopter hit the ground, I think, and just shredded itself. Wow, that's a strong door. We're gonna try that again without so much violence, because I really think we could pull that door off almost. So we'll set this thing on top, and then we'll go ahead and start spinning it up, and then I'll connect the door while it spins up, although I have to use slow-mo to do that, so it really doesn't matter, I guess. But we put the door connection right there. Go back to full speed, and we'll let the engine rev up, and once the engine is ready to go, we will take off. And let's try using the interior camera, because we got a pretty cool camera angle here. Like, you can see the feet things move right there as I click them, and then also the hand right there moves as I move around and lose control, and the gauges right there work. And I'm not going to try to do that right now. We'll look at that a little bit later. This was a dumb idea to try to do it from the inside, and oh my goodness, it just yanks me. There is no hope. That thing yanks hard. Okay, well, resetting, and we'll tell the AI to stop, and then we're going to swap this thing out for a Bolide, because that sounds like a pretty good car for this. It's pretty light, and it has a lot of power for the AI to try to drag me along with. So we'll spawn that thing up, and then we're going to go ahead and grab the helicopter and respawn it and put it in a better spot because the dummy just fell out. And then we'll go ahead and start spinning up the rotors right here and connect the rope to the roof this time, because I want to be able to have the roof for like as a leverage point. I don't want to be attached to the rear of it. I want to be attached right in the middle. And we're going to go to AI and we'll turn them back on and we'll see what happens. I'm not fully revved up. Hold on. Okay, wait, we got it. All right. Ha! I flipped them over already. That's an easy victory. Oh, wait, I think they're going to flip back over, aren't they? I can't see them, and I can't really control the camera left and right because that controls the rudder on this thing. And so they're right side up, and I'm kind of just getting yanked along now. Like, when they weren't moving, I could do something. Now, I'm along for the ride here. Oh, I'm going to hit something so soon. Can I get over this? Come on, pull up, 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 up. Nope. I like how the dummy went above and then the helicopter went below. And they're just pulling me along now. Okay, that is mean. They don't even stop. We'll reset this helicopter and then reset the car. We'll tell the AI to stop what they're doing because I don't need them to be driving all over the place anymore. And then we're going to swap this out for a car with some height to it. So we're going to go with an Ibishu hopper, and I'm going to get the custom one because it sits really high. And what we're going to do is we're going to slam this into the rotors of the helicopter and see what happens. So it's already spinning a little bit, but it could spin more. More spin. We're going to wait for it to be fully up to speed, and then we're going to slam the car into it, and hopefully it has enough height. It's going to be close. If it doesn't have enough height, I will make it have enough height. All right, up to speed. Got to do a little bit of maneuvering with this thing to get it over there. It might have just enough height here. And we're going to put the slow-mo on real high. Oh, whoop, whoop. It just takes the blades off and gets minimal damage for how fast those blades are going. They're just lightweight compared to the car, so it didn't take too much damage. Like, it broke the door up a little bit, and that's about it. We can go ahead and try another round of this, but I don't think the outcome will be much different. Although we could make it a little bit different if we really wanted to by trying to fly the helicopter into it. I don't really think it'll help at all. It'd just be for, like, making everything 10 times more difficult. So you know what? Let's not do that. All right, here we go. Round 2. Ready for a helicopter attack. This time we're going to go directly at it. No going on the side this time. Just straight at him, and hopefully it'll actually hit my windshield. Yep, it hits my windshield, and it didn't do that much. Yeah, it's just a little bit too lightweight to work as something to shred your vehicle with. But it does do a little bit of damage because it just has so much speed behind it. It's going so fast. And I should mention, this is the faster version of the vehicle. There's like 2 different speed levels. Easy is slower one, and then realistic with lifting rope and fun are all more powerful. And I think fun and realistic have the same configuration. It's just realistic has a lot more things that can go wrong. Like you have to worry about torque reaction, blade stalling, over RPM, oil starvation, and engine thermal damage. And you may need to trim the tail rotor. See? So it's basically the same as fun, but a lot more hard to use. And since I'm not that good of a pilot, I don't know if I'm going to actually touch it. And instead, let's just use the fun one so you can see what the faster one looks like when it's not attached to stuff. I mean, I could have just almost flown the one with the rope because the configuration is pretty much the same except for the rope. Anyways, though, let's get this thing up into the air so you can see what this one flies like. And this one is a lot more twitchy, but in a good way. Like, I can make it do twitchy movements is what I mean by that. So anyways, let's get it up into the air, and we're just going to fly around for a bit so you can see how well my movements are as I do all this, like, sideways drifting in the air nonsense. But you can see I can get way up to the side and just level out super easily with this thing because it has lots of power and it doesn't have all those realistic concerns that the realistic version has. I'm deciding right now, I'm not going to attempt the realistic version because it doesn't fly different. It's just more difficult because it has realistic limitations on what you can do in terms of reliability. And for me, I'm having fun with this. I'm okay with just ending like this. Oh, one thing I haven't shown you actually. It's kind of surprising here, but you can fly this thing upside down. Although I can't really do it right now because we're so high in the air. Can I? Let's just go up in the air and do it like that. There we go. So we're upside down, and it's kind of backwards though. Normally what you would hit to go down, now that will make you go up. What makes you go up usually will make you go down. And then left and right and forward and back are all screwy as well because it's upside down, and I don't even know which direction's forward half the time when it's like this. But yeah, it flies perfectly fine like this. Unless you have the realistic version, in which case the engine will be crying at you saying, I'm upside down, I'm not made to do this, stop doing that. Whoops, I just accidentally crashed that trying to level back up. Right, that was not on purpose. I said I'll do it later, so let's go ahead and take a look at the inside of this thing, if you can even call it an inside. So on the left we have a speedometer, in the middle we have an attitude indicator, and on the right we have a tachometer. And then the feet, as I said earlier, they work, so you can see I'm going left and right with the feet, and then the hand works as well. And the only thing I actually haven't done with this is tried to land it, which might be difficult. I've never actually tried it even in practice before. It kind of requires a very gentle finger, it feels like, though, because with me, I gotta be like very careful on that throttle, otherwise I jump up if I just accidentally squeeze it too hard. Especially with this one. The fun one is twitchy, so it's probably even harder to land than the easy one, but we're gonna try to land on that building right there. That seems like a good target. It's a certain spot, so it actually requires aim, and it's not huge, but it's big enough to be forgiving. We're just gonna come up to it nice and slowly until it looks like we're above it, maybe forward a little bit more. Don't want to go too low yet. Okay, lower it. Nope, we're not. Nope, we're going backwards. We're going backwards. Stop. Forward, and then, oh, little bump. Not bad, though. That wouldn't have caused any significant damage. And that seems like a perfect end to this video. Till next time, this is WhyBeAre. We're going to wreck it one more time, and I'll see ya. Although I got to get up into the air for the best wreck, so I said that a little too soon. Poor planning. Here's the crash. Boom. I like the way he falls out. All right, I'll see you guys next time.